Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Williams, and today I am going to be talking about the environment and you. You may say, Dr. Williams, what's with the environment and me, especially you young people? So I do take a lot of walks. I like walking because obviously I'm trying to be very fit. Anyways, that's just a joke. So sometimes when we go out, we want to buy water, we want to get food, so we have them in most of the time we have them in plastics, plastic cans, plastic bottles, plastics in forms of bags, nylons, or whatever it is, plastic plates, cups, cutleries, and so on. We have a whole lot of things where when we are out there we keep trash. For me, I keep my trash in my bag, especially when I don't see a bin. Do you know why I do that? I do that because if I don't see a bin, I don't know where else I want to throw it. If I throw it on the ground, it's going to be an eyesore. And every time, Lagos, UK, wherever it is I go to, sometimes you see people mess up the place. And I'm like, the earth is supposed to be your responsibility. So why am I saying that? I don't know how you think of the earth. I don't know whether you think the earth is where you just landed, or you think you evolved from dinosaurs, or you believe that God created the heavens and the earth like me, and we are following a pattern, and God has given us the earth as our duty to take care of, to tender, to nourish it, and it will give us fruit, vegetables, it will give us herbs, it will give us everything that will take care of us. And we now decided that we should now be very lackadaisical. That's the big English. We should now be very stupid regarding the things of the environment. So as a young person, I keep my trash in my bag. When I get home, I empty my trash. I put everything into the bin. In a case where I see a bin outside, I make use of it. Now places like Lagos, Lagos, Nigeria don't really have those kind of things. It takes a while before you see a bin outside. But here in the UK, yes, bins are almost everywhere, but not all the time. But people still do lots of crazy things with trash. Now, you're a young person and you buy things outside and you don't feel the need that I should be conscious of my environment. So you throw your plastics out on the way. You just fling them anywhere you feel like. You're even in the car, you just throw the paper outside. And when some of you are so full of yourself that when someone's trying to explain to you, you be like, what's your business? What's your problem? But the thing is, you feel okay, it's government that is going to be able to take care of it. So people say government, but me and you, you and I, we are the government. We are the government. We don't have this imaginary robotic government that will do everything. So Buhari or whoever it is that's your leader is not going to come down from where he is and pick up the trash. It is you and I that have the responsibility. I watched a documentary on Netflix that talked about how the different faiths we have in the world, especially around the Pacific, were able to be environmentally conscious and take care of the environment. Because whatever you feed the environment, that's how the environment is going to feed back to you. So back to your trash that you threw away. Let's say we have like 1 million of you who do that every day, every hour, every second. They throw their trash away and it gets clogged in your gutters or your drainages, your rivers, your oceans. They are supposed to be operating normally according to the way God has designed them. But because you've put all your debts and all that, the rivers are the one that feeds your taps. The rivers are the one that feeds everything about your well-being. The earth feeds you. It takes care of you. So imagine when you clog the rivers or the drainages, you're now going to have stagnant water. Stagnant water is going to bring mosquitoes. It's a breeding ground for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are going to bite you and give you malaria. You end up in the hospital, and then you go and take drugs made from plants and chemicals so that you can be well, whereas you are the major culprit of your problem. So I endear you to be very environmentally conscious. And you may say, oh, how does my faith relate to taking care of the environment? As Christians, they've already given you a duty to take care of the environment. So I would say that whatever you are, whatever status you are in your Christian faith, be environmentally conscious. Same applies to all other faiths. And yes, traditionalists also, we just say, oh, this is an evil forest, don't cut down the tree. There is more to environmental action than this is an evil forest, don't cut down the tree and this and that. There's more we can start talking about in our environment. People don't pray for rain because they know the impact of flooding, and it is these little mistakes that we are doing to the environment that is resulting in floods and so many other drastic things. We may say, oh, it's not my business, where I am there's no flood, but there's erosion. There's erosion. There's so many issues that are going on that you may say, oh, Dr. Williams, but I'm not aware of it. That is why my friend and I, Toyosi Bakare, we have an organization that talks about environmental education, sustainable development goals, how it relates to the environment, how can we have sustainable cities. You cut down the trees and you say, oh, I want to build a house, but the sun is so hot that you're looking for shade. Seriously. So those are some of the things, those are the conversations even churches are supposed to be having. I'm a Christian, so I'll go and face church people. Those are the things. When it's not every time that you'll be saying, oh, you bind and cast, or you must be born again. Yes, be born again and take responsibility of the earth, because God is going to hold you accountable. What did you do with the house that I gave to you? So please, whatever you feed the environment is going to give it back to you. So try and feed the environment in a very beautiful way so that you will enjoy the benefit. You're not seeing birds, you're not seeing butterflies, you can't smell the trees, you cannot have flowing rivers, you can't enjoy anything because of the damages that have been done. Start thinking of the change. What can you do? Anyway, this is all I have to say, and I remain Dr. Williams. Bye.